Hi YouTube. Yeah, so it's been a long time, I think like 2 months. Just so you know, I'm still here. I had made a whole bunch of videos on my flip camera, but I have lost my flip camera, so I can't show you any of that crap. Like I had stuff on there about my freezer stash and things like that. What are you doing? We're in Jada's room right now, and she's on the blanket over here playing around, banging stuff. This girl can play with that. If I would have known that kids love just banging on like pots and pans as much as regular toys, I wouldn't have bought the regular toys. She would rather play with a little jewelry box that I have than, you know, her puppy dog that I bought her from the store. Her little corduroy puppy dog. It's just amazing how kids just would rather do stuff with objects that are just around the house than play with their own toys. But hey, whatever makes her happy, right? Anywho, I had some stuff for, because I remember I had said something in one of my vlogs about talking about weaning and all that stuff, and I was going to make a video about that, and then I lost a flip camera, so I'm doing it on here, because there's, you know, major updates with this whole breastfeeding thing. So, this is breastfeeding vlog number 3, I believe. So, well, that's weird, I never do 3 like this. It's always like this. I see girls always do like this, and I'm like, I'll do it too. No. Breastfeeding vlog number 3. Anywho, so Jada is now 10 months, almost 10 and a half months. So it's been a while since I updated about breastfeeding. I think last update was maybe when she was 6 months or 7 months. So a lot has changed, yes. So let's just start off with the whole weaning thing, because I had told you guys before in one of my vlogs that I've been cutting down my pumping time and things like that, and not pumping. No. Not pumping at in the middle of the night. I used to wake up at like 4, maybe 5 a.m. and I would pump then, and then I would pump again before I went to work. So I had stopped doing that, and I wasn't. She was eating solids, so she didn't need milk as often. So yeah. A day before she turned 10 months. Your head's hitting that, baby. Watch out. A day before she turned 10 months. She wouldn't take the nipple. She took it that morning, but that afternoon, if you hear her right now, she's drinking her sippy cup. But that afternoon, she would not take the nipple. And I was like, okay, well, maybe she just doesn't want it that time. I gave her a bottle. Great, right? Evening comes around, she didn't take the nipple. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I gave her another bottle of express breast milk. So, the next day I tried again. She didn't take it throughout the whole entire day. So we continued to give her, you know, express milk, because I have a freezer stash that's really, it's pretty amazing, that I was able to pump that much milk. But I have a great freezer stash right now, so I was like, that's fine, express milk, no big deal. I waited a couple days and tried it again, and she wouldn't take it. So Jada, I guess, self-weaned at 10 months. She just does not like the nipple. She put it in her mouth, but she would not suck. And I'm like, okay, alright. And I don't know if I told you guys at all, but when she was first born, she was in the ICU, and when I had first gotten her back to our room, that was about 3 days after she was in the ICU, they saved us a little room that we were able to stay at the hospital with her. Ouch. And she had a hard time taking my nipple, because I have, like, big breasts. I mean, so it's a little hard to feed, they said, with really small breasts, and really hard to feed with really big breasts. So getting the nipple in her mouth was a hard time. So I had that little nipple shield. I still have that around here somewhere. I need to throw that away, but I wanted to keep it as a keepsake. It's in the little packaging and everything. Are you coming up here? She's crawling and standing and pulling herself up on everything. So there's Jada. Say hi. So she self-weaned herself, and that's so crazy, because it was more emotional for me than it was for her. So, no dance right now. No dance. She is the bounciest. See what I'm saying? She bounces, she wiggles, she moves. So, she no longer takes the nipple. But, we do give her express milk, because we want her to receive breast milk until she's 12 months, at least. And if she wants to keep going from there, we'll do that. Okay. Calm it down. Yes, that's you. That's you. That's you in there. Hi. No, you can't have it. Alright, go play. So she no longer has her nipple, which is just, it's freaking crazy. And like I said, I was more I was more taken aback than she was. She was fine with it. She enjoyed the express milk. And so currently right now she has she'll take about 5 to 7 ounces in the morning, and then she has a bottle in the afternoon, which is about 5 to 7 ounces, and then in the evening she takes about 5 to 7 ounces. So she's getting about 15 to 21 ounces a day, which is, to me, that's great. Ow! And then she drinks her water during the day, and from time to time, we'll put 7-Up or Sprite in her sippy cup and then water it down, so it's not as, I guess, tangy to the taste buds. And then at school, when she goes to her daycare, she gets some apple juice watered down. So besides that, we're not really into sugary drinks at this point, just because we don't want to, I guess we just don't want to create any bad habits right now with her. So she doesn't really have apple juice that often, although apple juice is okay for her. She gets it at school, and that's about 5 days a week. So during lunchtime, she'll get it at school at least once. But here at home, we don't give it to her as often. And I guess my biggest fear is, for me, that she would develop bad habits and it'll lead on into adolescence and adulthood. And you know, obesity is really big in our country right now, and I'm obese myself. So it's just trying to create healthy habits right now. She will get apple juice more often when she's a little bit older. Right now she's 10 months, and I just feel like, you know, once a day, 5 days a week is more than enough. So we do give her a lot of water. And and the doctor even said it was good for her to give her more water, because she gets upper respiratory infections really easily because of the weather change. We live in Ohio, so we always get all 4 seasons, and I mean, we really experience all 4 seasons. I mean, it's really ridiculous. But our weather change is so weird. Like one week it could be, you know, in the 90s and at night 70s, and then the next week it's 70 in the day and then 50 at night. Like right now we're going through a time where it's the 50s at nighttime, and so it's really difficult just to keep her room regulated. And then she ended up catching a cold, and then she has drainage, and then she has the ear infections, and then every now and again the upper respiratory infections. So keeping her hydrated is a really big thing for us. So we do try to give her water at meals, and whenever I go out to exercise, I'll take some water with me so she drinks water as I do. So but yeah, that's what's been going on so far with the breastfeeding. She doesn't wake anymore, like I said, for night feedings. She hasn't been doing that since she was 4 months. Let's see. She extremely loves breast milk, and during the summer months, it's really good to have cool breast milk, so we leave it in the refrigerator, and she loves it that way. So, yeah, it's going pretty well, besides the self-weaning, which I took hard. I cried at that night. I cried. I was like, oh my gosh, my baby's growing up. And they grow so fast, and I'm just amazed at what she can do each and every day. And I will be doing a vlog next about her development from months 7 to 9, because a lot of stuff has happened between that time and now. I'm sorry, that time and the 6-month update. So I really just want to do all that stuff and get that updated and tell you guys what's been going on. So get out of the diapers. We have these huge packs of diapers on our changing table, and she's like playing with a big pack right now. But anyway, so that's about it for breastfeeding. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll answer as soon as possible. Alright, see you guys.